Good morning, y'all. Good evening. Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. Happy Tuesday. Whatever day you're watching this show. Hopefully, you're watching it the first day of SHOT Show, which is Tuesday. I think this is the 21st. I mean, I'm trying to sit here and think about dates in my head on the go. But first day of SHOT Show, we have a bunch of industry shows released right here on the same day. Jason and I right now, we're probably walking through the convention hall. Jason, I probably wanted to go get a snack, and he said, "No, we don't have time." I don't know. Who knows what's going on right now? But thank you for joining us. We have another good interview for you today, a very important interview, and to help get that kicked off, the owner of Outdoor Legacy, our local celebrity, Mr. Jason Robertson, probably signing autographs somewhere in the SHOT Show convention hall right now. No,
No one has asked for my autographs. It's the other way around. We all know that. All right, guys, we are glad to be back with another industry interview right here on the Late Night Vision Show. Today, we have got a new face on the show, and we really like this guy. We've known him for a while now. We're hoping that this goes well, and he might even be nice enough to come back sometime. We'll see. But it is Mr. Matt Farris, and he is the product manager at iRay USA. And I was trying to figure out, because we've seen Matt around. We've been at a lot of meetings with Matt. We've seen him shot. And I'm like, product manager. That sounds like pretty simple, but I don't know. I think this guy does a little bit of everything. So what's going on, Matt? Welcome to the show.
Good morning, guys. How's it going over there in East Texas?
Great.
It's going good.
Yeah, you see Matt.
Good.
Matt is you see him on social media, very active, and he's hunting all the time. I mean, he's behind the camera, in front of the camera, creates some fantastic content. I mean, the pictures and the videos and all that stuff. But product line manager, that sounds pretty important. I mean, that's a lot better title than I've got, I think. But anyway, thank you for being on the show. We're going to get right into it, y'all. We're going to be talking about new product. But first, let's recap a little bit about 2024. We had some very big releases 1 year ago, basically today at SHOT Show 2024, where you had the Rico, the InfiRay Outdoor Rico RH50R that was announced and released. You had the Hybrid 75, Jason. We had that was released. You had the Bolt TX60C, which is a 1024 by 1024 optic release. I mean, those three wildly successful. We had people pre-ordering these things before all they knew is what the name of it was, and like, I want it. And like the fantastic scopes, the TX60 we chose as the best high-end thermal scope of the year. As far as our show with the best of series, best of the best of shows, InfiRay Outdoor was all over it. And now you got a shirt on Nocpix, and we're going to get into that as well. Talk to us a little about 2024 and we talked about the new stuff, but the Bolt series, the TL35, the TH50s, those have been popular for a long time. So I'll let you talk now. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for queuing all that up. Like you said, it's been a great year for us at iRay USA. We found a lot of success in pretty much everything we released, and lots of good feedback, and we continue to take that feedback and put it into the next line of products, and just keep building upon what customers seem to like. And we use this stuff every week, so we know what we like, and we try and build products around what we think is going to be the best on the market.
Mm-hmm.
And the TX60C still hands down probably my favorite that we offer. Hybrid 75 being a close second, for the longer range applications, but definitely some very solid units there, and we've got some other cool stuff coming up.
Well, I do know, when Jason and I are on the phones all day long, and definitely in like the predator and coyote hunting circles, you hear InfiRay Outdoors name come up quite a bit as far as popularity. But let's kind of switch gears a little bit. We talked about how great InfiRay Outdoor of a year they had. A while back, was it October, November, Jason? Months are running together, but Tyler Adair, who is the owner, the founder, the CEO, whatever you want to call him, of iRay USA, came on the show and broke some really big news about a brand called Nocpix. Now, there has been probably less confusion than I thought that there would be in the market. People just kind of adopted and like, yeah, okay, it's iRay USA. I want to know more about it. Tell us a little bit about Nocpix, the relationship of iRay USA, and just how it all kind of comes full circle with InfiRay Outdoor under the same umbrella.
Sure. So, kind of as we mentioned before with InfiRay, we thought we had a very solid lineup of products, with the hybrid series. We've had the Bolt series forever, the Rico series, and we kind of came to a point to where we thought we had those pretty well nailed down. And so by bringing on this second brand, Nocpix, we were able to bring on some different features, so a little bit different form factors people haven't seen, and implement some new technologies that just made more sense coming from a different brand or a different lineup, rather than trying to tweak what we already knew to be proven and successful with the InfiRay brand. So it just kind of appeals to a different audience. It depends on what your needs are in the field. We have something for everybody.
So I'll say something, Jason. I'll let you jump in. The Nocpix stuff really jumped right in. The Ace H50R. I mean, very successful from the very start, and it's although it is under the same umbrella with InfiRay Outdoor, there is some differences. The Nocpix has the ocular zoom on it. It's got the built-in, first of its kind built-in laser rangefinder in the objective lens. So there does seem to be, although everybody's like same team, there is some sort of divide there, and you can see a little bit of the difference. But Nocpix, again, H50R, wildly successful. The slim H35, now 640 resolution optic under 3000. So it's jumped in with some really cool technology. But Jason, I'll let you go ahead and I'll let you talk now.
Well,
I'm hogging the.
No, it's fine. I'm sitting over here enjoying the conversation.
Go get you a cup of coffee.
There you go. I don't drink coffee, so I have to get a Diet Coke or something. So here's the deal. People are watching this show. I say this on all these interviews, and it's true. We like to talk about, what went on last year, and for you and us, I mean, we're part of this in this industry, so we like to reminisce and look back and talk about the wins and the losses. But the people that are watching this, truthfully, probably don't care. They just want to know what's going on today and tomorrow. They want to know about the new stuff. And so we were just talking about the TX60, which is the first true 1024 by 1024, resolution thermal optic or rifle scope anyway on the market. 3 power base mag, just really super popular. Hans, when he got that first thing, he said, you will have to pry this from my cold dead hands. And so with that, I think that, as we see more of these 1024 and 1280s coming to the market, it's very exciting. And that's what everybody is really looking to. And I think the cool thing is that the prices are not where anybody thought they would be. When we started with, iRay USA with that RS75, we were up there at, $16,000, $18,000. And immediately we're down to half of that. And so I know you've got some big news here. Tell us about what Nocpix is going to be doing with the 1280.
Sure. So we are very excited to finally bring to market with the A series, the all new S60R, which I've got behind me right here, which is going to be in the ACE platform, a 1280 by 1024 sensor. Nice. So that's going to be huge for the market, getting a 1280 in this form factor. It is a 2-power base mag, but it has the ocular zoom. So you still have that 1 to 3 power ocular zoom on top of your native 2-power magnification. So you can maintain that 1280 image quality, all the way up through that ocular range without ever having to touch your digital zoom. Nice. So I've had quite a bit of time behind it, and I think it's going to be a big hit.
Okay, so laser rangefinder built into the lens, just like the Ace H50R. So
lens integrated, right? Laser rangefinder, onboard ballistics, all the same features as Ace H50R. Nice. 30 millimeter tube, so use all your standard mounts. It's pretty slick. 18650,
all that.
Internal battery and replaceable 18650.
All right. So 2 power, 1280, built-in laser rangefinder, all the ballistics, and drum roll, give us the price. What are oh, man? We got to look at his computer. He does not want to be wrong.
I'm going to misspeak here, and that thing's going to be kind of hard for some people to believe, but MSRP on that is going to be $69.99.
Oh my gosh, $7,000 gets you a 1280 with laser rangefinder, all that. So that is absolutely phenomenal. I cannot wait. And I'm going to say this. So as soon as it is, iRay USA announced Nocpix, there was obviously there's the European website, and I know there's optics that people can see over there, some of which will never make it to the United States. I'm sure it's it's just not everything out there always comes here. And I have to explain that to people, but immediately people saw that Europe had this or something real similar. People start asking, when are they getting this? When are they getting this? And so it's here, and it's way less expensive than I thought that it might be. So that is awesome.
Yeah. And, again, with some of the European releases and things that happen over there, part of what iRay USA brings to the table is, since we are the distributor, the, technicians and all this, we take extra time and care to make sure that all these products are, ready to be released, production models, everything squared away. Tons of time in the field testing, writing all the manuals, getting all the literature ready. That's why it does take a little bit longer sometime for some of those models to leak over. And like you said, there's a lot of models that never come to the US because we don't think it'll be a good fit for our customers.
Yeah,
sure.
But,
exactly.
And let's just talk about what a year has brought us. A year ago, we're talking about the Bolt TX60C, which is a 1024 by 1024 thermal scope. And it was one of the most popular of the year. 12 months later, we're talking about a 1280 with a laser rangefinder, ocular zoom for the same price. So
close.
Close. But yeah, it's that's pretty phenomenal there. But anyway, Jason.
So well, and what I was going to say is about that is, let's think back to, and it just shows you how crazy technology is. But the RS-75 from InfiRay Outdoor was the first 1280. It was a 2-power. It had a laser rangefinder add-on that came with it, and it started. And that, what was that? 3 years ago, give or take, 3 years ago, and it was $18,000. And so it's like, now we've got basically, the same scope right here for $7,000. So that's just unbelievable. So moving on, that I hate to move on because I can sit here and talk about this for a long time, but I know there's one thing that a lot of people say, and it's either I need a laser rangefinder or I don't need a laser rangefinder. And I don't mind if my scope has one, but I don't want to pay for it. And so with the H50R, the ACE, Nocpix ACE H50R, it obviously has a laser rangefinder, and it fits right in there in the price range with all the competitors in that. And there's been several guys like, listen, I want that scope, but I don't need the laser rangefinder. I don't want to pay for it. And I think you're fixing to say we have your answer. So what's going on there?
Today's their lucky day, because along with the S60R, in addition to the ACE lineup, we'll also be offering a H50 non-rangefinder version for $42.99. So same form factor, basically the same scope as the H50R minus the rangefinder. Again, so MSRP on that's $42.99. And then we'll also be offering an L35, which would be a 384 version at $24.99. So some pretty good price points there. Let a few more people get their hands on this ACE lineup and, suit those different needs.
So then I guess in reality, and again, we're talking about all under this iRay USA umbrella, but Hans mentioned them early on in the beginning of the show, but two of the most popular, just like workhorses of the InfiRay Outdoor line were your Bolt TL35 V2 and your Bolt TH50C V2. those just, I mean, they just sold and sold and sold. And then as they neared the end of their life, they got harder to get in the fall of 2024 until they were eventually, discontinued and taken off. So these two models, though, I know we're under the, we've slid over to the Nocpix lineup, but these two models are your essential replacements for that.
Exactly.
Your Ace H50 and your L35.
And along with, replacing those, now you also get the ocular zoom built in for, roughly the same price, as well as the 18650 battery cap, which is hinged. I'm sure y'all played with. Much easier to use. Just overall ergonomics and form factor is quite a bit of improvement over the original Bolt series. So again, instead of revisiting those, a second and third time, it just made more sense to kind of start over with the Nocpix line on those replacements.
Awesome. So let's so we talked about some scopes, and for the guys out there, they got scopes and they're like, man, I need a thermal monocular. This is great, but I need a monocular. Do you have anything? I know the answer to this because I have a sheet, but tell us what you have. It's always done.
A cheat sheet.
Yeah. Tell us what you have for thermal monoculars about to be released.
Yep. So a few months ago, when we came out with all the new Nocpix products, I'm sorry, not InfiRay products. So a few months ago, when we came out with Nocpix, we introduced the Vista series of monoculars, which is a lens integrated LRF monocular. It's a 640 unit, and it also has the built-in rangefinder in the lens, which is really nice. But it's a 4-power base mag. There's a lot of guys out west, do a lot of big hunting out there. They really appreciate the extra zoom. Guys who are out here, hunting wide open fields really need those longer detection ranges. It's great for all that. I love it. I use it all the time. But we know too, a lot of guys, maybe their distances aren't that far. And so we came out with the Vista H35R, will now be available as a 3-power 640 monocular with rangefinder.
Awesome.
What's the price on that?
Price on that is going to be $26.99 MSRP.
Okay, so a 3-power
640
with laser rangefinder. Well, listen, I tell you what, this is exciting news. I know, like I said, there's been this a little bit of confusion with people. I think now with having Tyler on the show, with the announcement of Nocpix, having you on, help explain it. The one thing we want to stress to our customers and the listeners out there is that you call the same phone number, the same people answer, the same people are working on it. It's the same warranty. It's iRay USA. And because you're buying from underneath that umbrella, nothing really changes. And then quality of the product, we can attest. We've had every single one of these new units that you had originally announced, all the Ace H50R and all of these units, Vistas and Lumis. We've had them all in the field. Fantastic. Great. They're selling like crazy. Our only problem and our only complaint is we can't get enough of them. So it's been really, really good. And we're excited to see these new products rolling on out as well. And we're excited for what 2025 holds for iRay USA and InfiRay Outdoor and Nocpix.
Thanks, guys.
Well,
yeah, it's shaping up to be a pretty good year for thermal market for sure.
Yeah, definitely a lot of things coming out, a lot of changes, a lot of price differences. I will say that. All right, Matt. So you got a lot of things going on. I know that you've got a lot of social media outlets. Where do people need to go if they want to find out more about Nocpix, iRay USA? Where should they visit?
Sure. So on Instagram, it's going to be iRay_USA, as well as Nocpix. That's NOCPIX_USA. And we also have our YouTube channel for iRay USA when we post videos on both brands on that page.
Yeah, very good. Thank you.
All right, guys. Hey, Matt, thank you so much for coming on the show. Really appreciate it. Glad to get this information out there to the people in a concise form. And that is great. We hope that you will come back sometime, anytime y'all got some breaking news or something, and come tell the folks right here on the Late Night Vision Show.
Thank y'all for having me.
All right. Thanks, man.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Hey, check out. There's all these shows we've got right now for all the different major thermal manufacturers. Check them out. There's going to be lots of more info coming from the SHOT Show right here on the Late Night Vision Show. Y'all stay tuned. Between now and then, we'll see y'all later.